Old Mom Monday night. Old Mom Monday night in the laundry area. So I thought, this is a shock. I thought it was Sunday. I talked to my oldest son today and I said, he's in the middle of exams. I said, how are how's studying going? He was like, it's good. I have bio in, 2 hours. And I was like, what? You have an exam on a Sunday? I mean, I'm going to have to call and complain about this. This is upsetting. He went, genius, it's Monday. That's the second time my 17-year-old has referred to me as genius. Just like to say that. Hi, all my subscribers are like, you suck. Where have you been today? Oh, thank you. This blouse is from the TJ Maxx. I'm going to put my subscriber thing up here. I always have to do that when I start up. Just so people can put mean faces on it. I don't like her charging a subscription because, that makes me mad. This is the same people that are probably pissed that Netflix is evidently cracking down on password sharing. I would just like to say, if Netflix is cracking down on password sharing, they have not caught me yet. Because I promise you, I bet there are 17 plus 9 people using my Netflix account. Actually, it's not even my Netflix account. I don't even know whose it is. It might be my mother's, my son's, my daughter, my husband, my parents. I mean, who knows where it even came from. Yes, Old Mom Monday night. Old Mom has been in cleaning mode today. Old Mom has very, very big week. Big week. So tomorrow I am taking my daughter, who is 13, to the doctor at Duke. And because she doesn't mind me telling this because I asked her, she has scoliosis. So we don't know, is it minor scoliosis? Is it big scoliosis? We don't know yet. But we are going to the scoliosis expert at Duke tomorrow because if you go do something like that at home in a small town, I just had this I trust my instinct a lot. And I know I'm not a doctor, but where's my internet? And if you have, what's going on with my internet? Hold on. Let me get off this wireless. Hold on, this is going to be better. I had a brother that had cancer. And so we spent a long time trying to get his diagnosis. So I just think you just are a nervous Nelly. And my friend, Mary Scott, was like, oh my gosh, my daughter had scoliosis. It resolved itself. Apparently they never had said anything else about it. You're not frozen anymore. Froze. My friend Mary Scott says that I look for reasons to have problems. But I will tell you what is, and I hope she's fine. She has had back pain for a while, and we thought it was her, just saying this because I always like to help other people, and this might not be related. But she has had back pain for a while, and we thought it was the fact that her feet really turn in right here. So we had, not prosthetics, we had something made to help with that. Orthotics made, and her back still hurts. And she's really admitted lately, even this morning, she was like, my back really hurts when I wake up in the morning. And so it's for about a year. She's been, not a year, probably 8 months. She's been saying that it hurt, which is when we kind of, this is not an actual towel. My doctor is world renowned. Well, I don't think I need to hear it today, but I might ask you at some point. Yes, we have a somebody said, make sure you're going to the right doctor. We have a neighbor, so I'm down at the beach. And one thing about, we live in a condominium complex. We have 3 physicians here. We have a cardiologist. We had Dr. Urbanik, which is like the most renowned hand surgeon in the world. He was head of Duke Orthopedics. And then we have Dr. Nunley, who's a knee guy. So anyway, Dr. Urbanik is my go-to person. So I texted him and he said, you're going to want to go see so-and-so and so-and-so, who, now I can't remember who he said, got us right in, and we're going to see that person tomorrow. Is it mostly morning? Could be her mattress. No, it's when she runs. It's a lot. Were you on the Today Show? Well, not really on it. They did share that video of mine. In fact, that they also made. No, darn it. Oh, I was about to say. Changing sheets. Somebody's disappointed in what? You're disappointed that Mary Scott said that to you. What did she say to you? Oh, she says that, well, she didn't say anything bad, Lord. Mary Scott says that I tend to overreact to things. And she's right. I do. It's weird because I'm super laid back about some things. But when it comes to the doctor, I'm like, you know, I take people to Duke. I mean, I'm a little bit hyper vigilant. And I know it though. So at least I acknowledge my issues, which is, you know, we all have issues. It just depends on what yours are. Mine are, I'm not like I don't have Munchausen by proxy. I don't want anybody to have anything. But I'd be darned if they have something, I'm going to make sure they get the best treatment they can, you know? I mean, that's it. You're doing the right thing. So anyway, we're doing that tomorrow. So she's missing school again, which means she's probably missed, I don't know, 39 days this year. No, not that many, but we have gotten several letters. So she's missing it. What was on the Today Show? Well, I had this thing I wrote about being the one, you know, when your kids are little, and honestly, I needed the reminder myself. So it's getting ready to be summer. I've been a little fussy pot. Did you see the curve in her spine? Well, I can see it now, but I didn't see it before. Mia, our nurse practitioner, and then Dr. Bunn, who is her general physician, they were doing sports physicals at school. So one thing that's great here is you can sign up for sports physicals, and the doctors donate their time and go out to school and see everybody. And Dr. Bunn called me and told me. He was like, Blair appears to have scoliosis. So anyway, so then when I looked, I was like, oh, I can't see it. So anyway, she's doing that. The leathers don't bother you? No? Should they bother me? You're talking to someone who has just discovered that the most brilliant way to recover furniture. Do you like this material? Isn't it lovely? Ta-da! It's a bath mat. Look at that. This is like, I surprise myself with my amazingness. And these are baby blankets. This is what happens when you recover your couch with white and then remember that you have children who lay on the couch with greasy, suntanned nasty selves and make your couch dirty. Gorgeous dress. It's a shirt. I know it's from TJ Maxx. I really like it. Thank you. I've never had so many compliments. I do look unusually thin tonight. I'm not sure why. I had pepperoni pizza with jalapenos for dinner. 2 chicken wings. Where is Amos tonight? So Daddy, that might be why. Daddy and Amos went back to home, and Blair and I are staying at the beach so we can clean up because we have renters coming, and then we're going to Duke tomorrow. And then Wednesday, I go to Virginia and pick up my big boys from school, and I'll be home Thursday. It's a busy week. Tomorrow night, we have a dad coming on to talk about sextortion, which is something that you might not be familiar with, at 9 p.m. But I would say anybody that has access to teenagers, whether you're a parent or a grandparent or a teenager, which we're really going to gear the video towards teenagers themselves, so that this man's 17-year-old son took his own life from, he had sent some nude pictures because a person basically had catfished him, like a person pretending to be a girl had sent him some pictures, he thought, and so he sent her some pictures and then started saying, you have to send me money, and he took his own life. So anyway, his dad is coming on tomorrow night. And then on Thursday night is a little lighter, but it's also about parenting teenagers. So you see, I have 3 teenagers, and summer is coming on Thursday. I will have all my chicks back in the nest, and it is struggle. Me struggle. Yes, my dad had scoliosis and grew almost 3 inches about 4 years ago when he had his surgery, 11-hour surgery. So we're trying to avoid that. So I think you can have juvenile scoliosis or congenital scoliosis. So we'll see. They'll take you to jail if you have bad attendance. I'd like to see somebody put me in jail. I mean, those people do not want me in jail. Are you kidding? Nobody would put me in jail. Not for that. I mean, they would be like, we can't have her here. She's a real problem. Have you seen Bridget Jones? If I were in jail, I would be like Bridget Jones. I would have to like trade favors for cigarettes. I guarantee you I'd start smoking again. No, the teenage experts are this week, Tuesday and then Thursday. So anyway, yeah, jail. Jail sounds nice to me. I mean, I'm not kidding you. And I know I've only been in jail for like 3 hours, but jail sounds so relaxing. You don't have to think about food. You get paid to clean. You don't have to worry about your clothes. You won't spend any money. Do you think I would be allowed to do videos in jail? I would almost go to jail if they would let me do videos for a month. I bet I could get a lot of subscribers, followers. Debutante does jailhouse debutante. Have you watched Air? I was asking y'all if you'd watched Air. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Yes, I've watched Air. Who has missed 39 days of school? I was being facetious. Nobody has missed 39 days of school. You wouldn't want to eat in jail. I know, and then I'd be thin. I'd get out of there. I'd be thin. I would have no sun damage. Probably talk like this, though, because I've smoked 8,000 cigarettes. I'd get in there. And you know how I would talk if I went to jail? I would talk like this. Hello, it's me. I'm here. I'm here to get thin, and I'd like to exercise. Debutante in detention. 10 cents an hour is all you make? Yeah, but I wouldn't be spending any money. So you have to consider what savings that would be. Although, my poor husband. What if he went to jail too? Then who would be in charge? It would be bad. I bet my caregiver nanny would quit. I would. And those grandparents, they love to give us some muffins or drop by some cookies and a peach. Those people ain't hauling people around. Bed bugs and rats. Can't smoke in jail? What? Yes, you can. You know how popular you would be in jail? Well, I don't want to be that popular. No, I'm going to remain a virgin in jail. I can tell you that right now. It's sort of terrifying. Never mind. I'll stay here. I'll stay here in my own teenage jail. So anyway, this summer is going to be busy. Debutante gone wild. I'm going to be running here, there, and yonder, and I'm not going to complain about it because in 5 more years, I'm going to have I don't even know how you do that. I've always wondered what direction it's in. People do that at my church, and I try to pay attention, but they're always coming at me down the aisle. So I never know what side. What side is it? Left, right, left, up, down. And no smoke. Y'all are crazy. I've seen Shawshank Redemption 500 times, and they all smoke. What was I saying? No, I forgot. Get recipes. Oh, I'm not worried about cooking. Oh, in 5 years, I'll have a 14-year-old, an 18-year-old, 20-year-old, and a 22-year-old. 5 years. 14, 18. Actually, she'll be turning 19. So 14, 19, 21, and 22. In 5 years. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 años. 5 años. ¿Qué quieres? So you know what I'm going to do for the next 5 years? I am going to soak it up. I might complain a teensy bit, but I'm going to laugh. Side, side, forehead, belly button. Yeah, but what side? Side, side, forehead, belly button. Y'all love this shirt. Oh, can you see that? I can't. It's from TJ Maxx. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know the brand. But I washed it in warm water, and it was brighter blue. It was kind of expensive for TJ Maxx. It's $19.99. Anyway, because in 5 years, I'm going to be the old woman at the pool. Well, I'll still have Amos. So I'll have my 14-year-old who is basically, hopefully not running away from me in stores like he does now. Today we went in this really nice store called Beaufort Linen because my friend Lisa had told me that this really nice rug was in there that was $5,000. So I knew I couldn't afford the rug, but I wanted to go and see what it looked like. So I made the mistake of taking Amos and my husband in there on our way to Subtropic. No, I'm not a smoker. I'm a former smoker. But if I were in jail, I'd start back. Or if I was going to be there at least 20 years. We go in there. He sits on every couch. I could not catch him. And then when I left, they were like, thanks for coming in. I was like, oh my God, they're probably like, that child's going to break something. But they were so nice. My children are 35 and 28. I would love to go back. Yeah, I believe it. Are you doing the sign of the cross? Well, I was trying, but I don't know what side to start with. Head, chest. Wait. Head, chest, left side, right side. Head, chest, left side, right side. Forehead, chest, left shoulder, right shoulder, chest. Left side, right side. Okay. Head, chest, left side, right chest. Oh. Okay, left side, right side. You spent today kayaking with friends. Well, that was fun. I didn't even set a toe on the beach today. I have changed sheets and cleaned up, and my husband, Lord bless him, was sitting. He did so much today. He helped my dad. My parents had all this furniture they wanted to get rid of, and I suggested putting it on the curb, and my dad was like, "No, I'm not putting it on the curb. I want somebody to enjoy it that I know." So my husband and I have to go over there with both our cars and fill up our cars with furniture from their house. I know, right? But we're just doing it anyway because it was the right thing to do. So anyway, we went over there and visited. Then we went in the store, and harangued those people. And then, I don't know why I was saying that. Oh, and then we came and I cleaned up. We've done a lot of cleaning up. When is your colonoscopy? I feel like I'm in prison asking that question. I had to cancel it. I have to go make another one. I hadn't made the appointment yet. Seriously, how am I supposed to go? I can't. I have 4 children. I had my mammogram. I have 4 children. By the time they've all gone to the eye doctor once a year, the dentist twice a year, that's 4, 8, that's 12 appointments. Their well checks, that's 16. The orthodontist, there's 20. What else? Oh, we have to get wisdom teeth out. I mean, that's just 20 appointments. Just baseline 20 appointments. Oh, I know. And my friend Mary Scott was saying, you do well check appointments? I was like, yes, you go to well checks every year. She was like, no. People, you have to do well checks. Your daughter will be 50. You're old. No, you're not, because I'm almost 50. Just go. Okay, I'll just go. I'll take Amos, who's 9 with autism, to the colonoscopy with me. I could do Cologuard at home. That would be a good idea. I mean, hello, have y'all met Amos? I can't go do anything unless I have a full-on plan in place. Not anything. Taking somebody to camp, I have to make time for yourself. When I do the colonoscopy, it's going to be a live show. You only have 1 kid. There's no such thing as only plus the word child. If you have children, you have children. There's no such thing as I only have 1 child. I will say 1 would be nice. You can't take anyone. Well, that would be good. So I see then Amos would be in the waiting room. But I would not be. No, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm just the best sedation. Oh, I do like sedation. Yeah, I mean, Amos has his awards on Friday, and school's not out till next Wednesday. I basically think that that's a sneaky way of the school being like, goodbye, don't come back, see you next time we're here. Yeah, make time for yourself. Thank you. Make time for yourself is get a massage. You need Mary to care for Amos during prep. Well, I didn't even think about the fact that I will have to have a caregiver come to my house just so I can shat on the pot. I mean, I didn't even think about that. So then I have to go away for a weekend to get a colonoscopy alone so I can hurt myself in the potty. Ugh, God, sounds awful. All weekend, I'm going to have to move a TV into the bathroom. That twilight sedation, I think I got that when I got this port. My mother had her colonoscopy, and I will say that I took her. This was a while ago because she's had a few. And she was convinced it was telling the people that they had not done it yet, that they had forgotten.
She was like, they didn't do it. Yes, they did. Your school was out Thursday. Well, I can't have school out yet because it's 50 degrees. Is it your first? Yes, I'm 48. 48. In my defense, you were not supposed to have one until you were 50. And then they changed the rules on me. You know? I mean, how is that my fault? It's not that bad. No, it's not that bad. When do you guys start school? We don't start, unfortunately. We start in August. So this is interesting. In North Carolina, our lawmakers think it's really important for tourism for our teenagers to go back to school late so that they can work jobs. And I'll just go over this for just a teensy minute. And I did not think this up on my own. A friend of mine pointed this out to me in Raleigh. She was like, you know, we have to be back in Raleigh for sports August 1st. So think how many teenagers play sports in the state of North Carolina that have to be back home August 1st to practice for sports, yet they can't go to school till August 28th. So they might as well say you can't practice for sports until August 28th, or we could start school mid-August, which I would be a huge fan of. Huge. I'm actually a big fan of less days in general, because I just don't think that more days helps us. Then we just end up wasting days. Like there's like a movie day or this, that, and the other. Seriously. If I could do a colonoscopy every year, I would. I heard you can take a pill now for the colonoscopy. You don't even have to drink the sludge. Do you? You're 48 and have had 3? I'm going to... I can't believe I should have lied and said the appointment was July 5th. That's what I should have done. Next time I'm just going to lie to y'all. To talk about. I mean, who... You think I'm up at 10:30 at night to talk about colonoscopies? I'm not a real doctor. Remember? It's a lot of place to rent a place out. My husband today was like, I mean, what do you have to do? I was like, oh, you know, change the beds. He's like, well, that's not hard. I was like, you have to wash the sheets on the beds too. No, these are things that only women know about. No offense to the men. Women, I was on a phone call the other day, and I started espousing my thoughts on women. Granted, it was to Meredith College, but I was like, I do not appear to be a feminist. I mean, and it was a man on the call and 2 women, and I was like, you know, let's just be honest. Women do everything. And what was he going to like argue? He was like, I said, oh, and I was like, we're the ones that give birth. We have the uterus. We have the milk. You know, we are genetically the caregivers. And even my friends whose husbands, I have some friends and they are very 50-50. I mean, they both like work the same amount. I mean, they do 50-50. It's still the mother that's texting me, asking me questions. My relationship is a little more traditional. Basically, me do everything. My husband, that's not true. But I mean, I make all the appointments. I'm the keeper of the schedules, the keeper of the plans, the keeper of the summer camps, all that stuff. But I want to be. I cannot imagine if I weren't in charge of that. It would drive me bananas. So I like it. I mean, to be honest, I might have been a little more bitter about it when I was younger. But now I'm not. I like it. And just think how much time I'm going to have extra once they're grown up. I don't have grandchildren to look after. Oh my God, y'all are still talking about the colonoscopies. Okay, what do I need to do? I'm going to go change these sheets. Thought you and Blair were going to Duke tomorrow. we are going to do tomorrow. But that means tomorrow, not today. Tomorrow. But anyway, it's going to be a good, fun summer. A lot of driving, a lot of hauling people, a lot of trying to remember where I'm going and what I need to be doing. And we're just not going to be stressed out about it. And if it means we eat Big Oak twice a week, so be it. If I work a little less, it's okay. We're just gonna really enjoy each other. No, the turtle. Oh my gosh. So in Edenton, where I live, the Edenton Police Department puts up these posts, and they had somebody that they said had stolen a turtle, and they had their picture of their car up. Well, now in Edenton today, I just checked because I like to see what crime is happening when I'm not there, if there's any. And there was a robbery or attempted robbery, and people had their camera, so it was taking pictures of the people that were trying to rob them, and the police got there, so that the robbing was foiled. And the police department said this is why you have cameras, so when you go in Adrian's house, you're like watching you all the time. But the one woman in the picture, this is totally random, the one woman in the picture appears to be naked or have no shirt on and maybe some white track pants. Do people go and rob something with no shirt on? I wouldn't. I'd be afraid I'd get arrested. I would look ridiculous. Jennifer, come be a subscriber. The video is blurry. Come closer. I mean, I'm not robbing anybody naked. Right? Is that weird? Go look at it. I have very low expectations. If you're wondering like how not to be stressed, don't have high expectations. Just be like, you know what? It's a total mess and it's going to be fine. Oh, look, here comes my 13-year-old. Because there's just no reason.
Good to see you too.
Don't go in there.
I'm using the bathroom.
I've already cleaned that bathroom. Don't use it.
I can sit on the toilet.
No, do not sit on the toilet. Amos slept with Blair last night. And he came and got in our bed with no pants on and a shirt. And I was like, Amos, where are your pants? Are your pants wet? It's like, oh, you wet Blair's bed. Did you ever see if there was a wet spot in your bed? All we have left are... Yeah. Go give it a sniff. Blair.
What?
Ma'am? How many days of school have you missed this year?
Like, I think 20.
20 days?
Yeah. I don't need school.
She doesn't need school. Why is that?
I'm just gonna marry rich.
What is the... I'm going to pretend I just didn't hear you say that because that would really annoy me. What is the advantage of being a subscriber? Well...
You get access to secret videos that you wouldn't get access to if you weren't. Like, you get access to, like, my dad doing talks and Amos singing songs and me being me, which is, like, the best thing ever.
Don't hold that against me. Her being her.
And you get access to knowing about, like, you, like, know about trips beforehand. Like, you know about the cruise beforehand, the weekend, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Tell them about our weekend.
So I will be driving. I'll be the tour guide. So, and I'll have the golf cart, and y'all can, like, tell me where to go, and I'll drive y'all there. And I won't crash, I promise.
She's not going to be driving because she'll be 14. You cannot drive. You can't.
What if I get my worker's permit?
There is no. You're.
In Rome, you can drive at 14.
In Rome, you can drive at 14.
I can at least
Drive.
have a golf
Speaking of
cart.
school.
It's not even a car.
She's going to have a worker's permit, also called a work permit, which has nothing to do with driving.
Why can't you get a driving permit?
You can when you're 15.
What about Rome?
Well, we don't live in
They
Rome.
have one at 14.
You're an American, not Roman.
Okay, Rome's better.
Blair's summer job, Tails Marketing. She is very good to me when she chooses to be. And you get to see Blair more. Yes, you do. Do you like my blankets?
Yeah.
I put on the couch. Look at that. That's a bath mat. Isn't that smart?
No, that's so weird. They're gonna know. They're gonna be like, why is there a bath mat on this chair?
Bath mats. Yes, we have a big weekend, October 13th through 15th. We have about 200 people signed up to come.
Y'all all give me $200. If y'all all give me $10, I'll have $2,000.
No one's giving you any money. You haven't done anything. She has been babysitting. She owed me 14 hours. You're down to 9? 8. When did you do another hour? Today, you did. She just made that up, but then she actually did do an hour. She and Amos, you say, Amos, how many days left of school? He'll be like, 5? I'm like, 6. 6. They drive in South Dakota at 14. Well, they don't drive in North Carolina at 14.
It's not even a car. I want to drive a golf. Why do you... A golf cart and a car are different things. At 14, you should at least be able to drive a golf cart. You hear that, president of whatever your name is? I don't even care. We have to do it every 4 years anyway.
Do not get sassy. It's not cute.
We do have a new president every
You're not
4
for.
years.
The president does not decide what the age of driving is in North Carolina.
Who does?
Well, you're going to go to girls' state, like your brother is going to boys' state. What is the event? So it is my Tails weekend. My subscribers get to come for the weekend. We had it a year ago in the spring. You're out of school? Oh, we're not. It was fun. We have Shrimp by the Bay Friday night with a band and tents. And then we have Carrie. Carriello is coming. I do not know about Kate Swenson yet. And Rachel Flanagan, I think, is coming too. I have to go. I'm losing my voice. Okay, we got to go make Sissy's bed up. Carry on, people.
Hi, guys. Have a nice night.
Subscribers, we'll see you in the morning for...
We will.
Yeah, we'll have a little morning coffee before we leave. Goodbye.